Man, last time I was drinking hella heavy. It was like probably a couple years back. I was just up all night partying, and then the next day we were still partying, day drinking, moving around. By the time we got to brunch, I shit my pants.
All liquor.
All liquor.
So there was one time that this is why I can't eat donuts now. Because I was drinking beer. We call beer grown up soda in the military. I'm drinking beer all day. It started to get nighttime, so now I'm drinking liquor. I forgot I didn't eat no food. And I've been smoking blunts all day, so now I'm like, I need to eat food. So at the homie house, it was nothing but Krispy Kreme donuts. So I just started going crazy on the donuts, following it down with beer, smoking my weed, cigarettes, blacking them out outside. And then they all in the house gambling. And next thing I know, I feel something. So I go outside, and before I hit the front door, right when I get to the steps in this building, I throw up all down the steps. That shit was projectile vomiting.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yikes.
And from that day, I've never been able to eat a donut.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, so the moral of the story is, young kids, when you drinking, drink responsibly. Eat something first.
Eat something first. It's
Don't wait
always
till
better to eat first.
don't wait till brunch, or in my case, don't wait till like 7:30 and then decide to go crazy on some Krispy Kreme donuts.
And always watch out for farts. You didn't eat, watch out for farts.
Right.
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This
welcome back to another two-shot review. It's your guy, the mayor fair player with the hair, Lucky. And of course, to my right, sometime to my left, always fresh to death with the Clipper shits, even though they got put out just like we did too, sadly. The gentleman.
Yes, sir. And we
NA.
back. Thank you, sir. And we back with y'all with another one. Gonna share some little news and let you know what's going on in our universe. But with that being said, since we talked about drinking responsibly, let's go ahead and show you guys how to do it.
With a shot time, cause it's shot time. It's shot time. Shot time. Over. If you know, you know.
Did you eat something yet?
Yes, actually, I had Taco Bell.
And
the best way to shit your pants while drinking.
Chicken
Taco
and rice.
Cheers, Steve.
Y'all should be ready.
So, how you feeling, brother? What's going down with you? How's the week been? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Week has been going pretty good, pretty solid. Just working, plotting, scheming, and watching shows.
There you go. That's all we do. Work, scheme, plot, watch shows. Start over next week.
Mm-hmm. Same thing we do every day.
Try to take over the world for $1 billion. All right. So speaking of shows, I know you are a binger, and he doesn't like to watch shows one by one. He's watch all the whole season at one time type of guy. I personally have to watch it at 12 a.m. or if I can catch it the day before, just to avoid spoilers because my YouTube is full of them. So I've been pretty much up on everything: Daredevil, The Punisher, The Boys. I've caught it all. Did you catch any of them?
I caught all of Daredevil. Of course,
Okay.
You know I watched Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that last time. Yeah.
Definitely watched The Punisher. The Boys, I watched the first 4 episodes, and I'm waiting for the rest of them to come out. Because now, the reason why because my memory is not that good, and I don't have a lot of spoilers in my algorithm. My algorithm is filled with boxing and basketball. So if I take 1 second a break, then it's gonna be so much going on. When I go back to it, I'm gonna feel like, okay, what happened?
Yeah, you can catch up. I enjoy talking about it, learning about it, the behind the scenes, especially afterwards, preferably afterwards, because it keeps you enthralled in it. You know what I mean? The suspension of disbelief is put to a stronger task when you already know the behind the scenes. Like seeing the green screen for the Avengers Endgame before it came out kind of took you out of it when you see it, and when you see the big cinematic scene at the end where everybody's running, because like I've seen everybody on the treadmill already. These are shot in parts. It looks bad, but yeah, the boys is going really well down the trash. I mean, like that shit's going terribly down the drain. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't think they do either. It's a lot of character flopping and it's a lot of just why and who, like heel turns, face turns. I don't know how to put it without spoiling it. You know
Well,
what I mean for you?
well, this is what I can say. I think the boys TV series is running into a similar problem that they ran into with the comic book publication, meaning that you build such a big story, and now you're getting to the end, and now you got to cram the ending because we already know you're going 5 seasons. You're not going longer than 5 seasons.
Uh-huh.
So now you have to cram the ending. In the comic book, they came out with one volume, which was 9 issues. They thought they were going to go for a second volume, which is another 9 issues, and a third volume. That was the plan to tell the whole story. And what's nine
Nine
times three?
volume
27,
episode.
issues.
Uh-huh.
But after the first one, because the story is so crazy, the publication company was like, you know what, just go ahead and wrap it up right here in this last one. So now they had to cram the ending. So I kind of think they did something better in this one, which is expanded and made the story a lot longer, but they still put so much meat and potatoes into it to try, like you got the Gen V, you got this one. Now they got to do stuff like go back and do prequels and stuff because now the ending is right here. Now you got so much shit you built, it's gonna be hard to cram it, especially we know we're not gonna have another season. And I've watched the first 4 episodes. There's only 4 episodes left. Like, where really can we go?
We could go a lot of places,
In
and
4 episodes?
yeah, that's the thing about it. That's 4 hours of TV. You can tell a lot. I mean, if you can tell so much in a movie with 2 hours, why can't you do it with 4 hours that you are allowed to break up and spread out week by week? All you have to do is finish the fucking story, for lack of better words. They're refusing to do that in a way that wraps things up neatly, and I think it's because there was initial plans for spin-offs and different directions for characters to go in, and once things got scrapped, and I think oh boy died. That's what Chance Perdomo, RIP. That's what kind of shifted the plans. And then when Gen B season two, when season three got canceled, they really didn't know where to go because they were kind of banking on that to set up to keep the boys going forever, kind of like Power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But this is my sneaky thing that I heard from a lot of leakers and stuff is that they're trying to do the final thing with Gen V, the boys, and everybody in one big long movie. They may even do a 3-part movie because they've been teasing how they put the boys in movies this whole time, from season 1 to episode 1 up until now. So it's, to me, it only just seems right that we get this whole thing in a movie, considering like a lot of the boys universe on the screen, they really talk about the movies and the impact that it has on people. So I kind of see them making this last final thing being the movie and end it out all there.
I haven't heard anything about a movie, but they also said the same thing about The Walking Dead.
Hmm.
They said, "Oh, we're gonna get 3 movies." We end up getting 3 shit TV shows. 3 really shit TV shows.
But see, that's the thing. Like Mandalorian Grogu. I know you're not into the Star Wars thing, but this whole movie, Mandalorian Grogu, is supposed to be season 3 of Mandalorian Grogu. They came in and was like, you know what? We're off schedule for a Star Wars movie
Mhm.
on the big screen. Let's condense all of this into this third season y'all been working on. Let's condense all this into a movie. So plans change.
Stupid ass
You
plan.
know, studios studios, they got like checkpoints, they got things that they want to see, they got a P&L statement that we don't have the ability to look at. So this is my opinion. I don't think they really lose money on any of these, but
P&L statement for people who don't know.
profit and loss.
It's pretty much their scheduling and how things are going to go. What is bringing in the money and what TV shows are costing them more money based off of the budgets.
Yeah, so we can't see that. So yeah, the things change, so we never know. But
Especially with the Nielsen ratings and Netflix not even trying to distribute their numbers because then we know that these fucking quote unquote top 10 shows trending aren't really top 10 shows. Trending is what's being pushed because it's their highest budgeted production.
Because if you think about it, look, when The Boys and Invincible is out, their other two big, and we're talking about Amazon, their other two big properties that are the main streamers are not in, which is Rings of Power and Fallout.
Mm.
Those got to take a break because although Amazon got buku bread, but that's not the making films and
That's not their go-to.
that's not the meat and potatoes of their business.
Right.
You know, it's shipping products and stuff like that. So, to me, that's why I start to believe the rumors of them taking it to a movie because now you can focus the rest of your filming budget on the TV side to those other two properties that are kind of in limbo. We know Fallout season 3 is coming out, but the Rings of Power, that's what they put the most money in. That Lord of the Rings thing, the prequel. They're on season 2 and they haven't been back to season 3 yet. They're still waiting because, in my opinion, The Boys and Invincible and Fallout are just so big that, and Rings of Power it didn't go as big as they expected. It's that they're like, you know what, let's hold off on that and let's keep pushing this. So we'll see. And then the movie money is money that they are not getting. They already got their subscription based money. They need that movie money. Nobody's gonna go nowhere. They're not gonna cancel their Amazon service because Gen
Yeah, I don't think they've ever came out with an actual movie yet, like an Amazon production movie.
They came out with straight to streaming movies. So remember, one of the first ones was Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt.
Right. I was about to say fucking Day After Tomorrow with Ice Cube, but yeah, Tomorrow War wasn't bad though.
It wasn't.
It was a stupid premise, but it wasn't bad.
So they're soft. They're slow jamming their way into that.
To the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, before we well, we don't got to touch on the spoiler. There's a spoiler out there. You're not going to be able to find it on YouTube, but you can find creators talking about it for the new episode coming out tomorrow. And most likely, you'll be watching this by that time because I'm definitely going to try to put this video out tonight. So, predictions for The Boys. How do you think it's going to end?
Well, the main thing that we're looking at right now in this season is Homelander is trying to get a pure sample of Gen V. He's going to get it. I also think that the Butcher is going to get it too to fight Homelander, and then Ryan is going to help out without the pure version, and they're going to use the virus to kill all the suits except for a few that kind of like did something to keep themselves safe. That part I don't know yet because again I'm only at season 4, but I know that the way the story goes, it's gonna be a bloodbath and a lot of people have to die. If it doesn't happen here, it's going to happen some point down in the future. Whether they rebrand the show and call it something different and come back to the Homelander thing or whatever they do, they're going to have to do the bloodbath.
I agree.
Scorched Earth. That's what they've been calling it in the show. They're gonna have to go Scorched Earth because they've been hinting at it all the time. They've been building it up, and we need that Scorched Earth.
I agree.
In the comic book, they went Scorched Earth, so it's only
there
right
must be
that
blood
you do it here. Yeah, there will be blood.
Honestly, I feel like everybody's gonna die. I feel like everybody's gonna die. There's not gonna be an exception. It's just gonna be one of them things where the end scene will probably be Huey taking his last breath, or Butcher taking his last breath and smiling, knowing that he killed all the suits. But I think everybody, like the main cast, is gonna die.
Yeah,
that's the majority of my perception.
At least 90%.
Jordan Lee might probably be the only one that lives, just on some weird random shit. Speaking of that, they have not shown the boy version. But that's
remember
you haven't watched. You haven't watched.
I think the boy version is a terrible actor,
and maybe that's why, or maybe they're just trying to push the whole lesbian relationship because you know them two are still dating and shit. But anywho, now onto something else a little bit lighter. The Kevin Hart Roast. Did you catch it?
No. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is it worth catching?
Yeah. It's funny at times. It's weird. It has weird moments. I don't condone a lot of the. I don't condone white Jewish writers writing for black comedians. It just it sounds tone deaf when they read the jokes. It's a weird. I don't know how to put it if it makes
It
sense.
just don't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. The delivery is terrible, and I think a lot of the jokes for Comedy Central, the writers are really tasteless, especially with the roast. They're all really repetitive. You're short. You're black. How racist can I get without saying the N word type shit? And yeah, it had its funny moments. It had some surprise moments. For the most part, definitely something to put on in the background when you're not doing shit. You know, you can listen to it on the side. Um, Tony Hinchcliffe is like the key talking point for that because he made like a terrible George Floyd joke, but nobody really fucked with
What
Tony
does
Hinchcliffe
George
from
Floyd got to do with Kevin Hart? Besides that, they're both black.
absolutely nothing, and that's the point I'm trying to make about the writers just doing shit just because they can get away with it
Okay.
at this point in time. The roast is the only place where it's fair ground because comedians are the darker thinkers of the world. You know
Well,
what I mean? They
they're
find
like,
humor in the darker thoughts. So, which I mean, hey, whatever tickles your fancy. I'm not here to tell you what's funny and what's not funny. I'm just here to say what's borderline inappropriate, and you know it before you even say it. And shout out to Shane Gillis, who he didn't do a terrible job, but he could tell when some shit was just not supposed to be said. So he would, be like, "Oh, let's skip that joke. All right, keep going, scroll, scroll, scroll. All right, stop right there." You know what I mean? You gotta know. You gotta find a medium.
I like Shane Gillis.
Yeah, he's cool.
He had a joke about the first time white people. If you guys look up Shane Gillis, the first time white people became uncool, and he used the whole. Remember the back in the movies where the mob bosses be like, yeah, see, yeah. He was saying like he was like the moment they came uncool, Jackie Plate got on the mound, and he was like, oh, here we go, Jackie Robinson. He got on the mound. He's like Jackie Robinson. Yeah. Then he hit a run. It's like, oh fuck. So he said Jackie Robinson knocked the yeah out of their voice. Because after that, nobody was yeah see anymore. But yeah, I like Shay. That was
That's actually hilarious.
That's how you make funny jokes. And he didn't have to curse.
Oh shit.
It wasn't vulgar. That's good comedy. But see, the reason why I didn't watch the Kevin Hart roast is because to me, roasting doesn't require a very good creativity, and I would only go out of my way to watch a roast if it was certain people getting roasted. So,
well, that's the only roast I watch. I don't watch all of them, but I like the Dave Franco one. I watched that one.
I watched the roast of Tom Brady.
I didn't, but I wanted to, and I never got around to it.
I had to because
Tom Brady
Belichick was in the building. In the building.
Tom Brady showed up to get his get back though, because Kevin Hart was the host of his roast.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady showed up as the first roaster on some surprise shit, and he came out. He did his stuff. He was actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. So now, see, that's where I'll go watch it because I want to see Tom Brady.
"What's up, girl?" That shit was actually funny when he tried to hit on Kevin Hart's wife. That shit was funny.
So give me three people that if they were going to get roasted, the roast of these three people, you would definitely have to watch. That would be on your must watch. Let me go first.
All right, go ahead.
We're gonna go one for one. I'm giving my first one.
All right.
The roast of LeBron James.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, have to. Shit. I would say the roast of Ray J.
Oh, hey.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I would watch that one before LeBron James. The roast of Ray J.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I pay good money to see that one. Be in the building for that one. I would pay good money for that. Sit way in the back, but I'll pay.
Another one is the Diddler on the Barbie. The roast of P. Diddy. Diddler on the welcome to the barbecue.
Crazy.
The Diddler on the barbecue.
That would be a wild one.
Because the amount of low blows, I'm watching it because of the low blows, Paul, that they're gonna go on that roast.
Oh yeah.
It's
no holds barred. That's gonna be wild. The stories, that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be nasty work. The worst that may be Diddy, man, if you somehow hear my voice, don't do it. I don't care how much money they
As a
give.
matter of fact, as soon as you get out of jail, do that shit. Do that shit. Like
They might,
that's gonna bring everybody back. That's gonna bring the whole community back.
yeah, for that one night.
For that one night. We gonna laugh for that week.
The roast might be so bad, Diddy, you may want to crash back out. You know you're gonna be over there with your bottle of champagne drinking. Next thing you know, we're gonna see him busting on the thing and
Hell no, he gonna have to be sober. Sober Diddy, just watching the roast, getting roasted on stage would be
we're
fucking
gonna
hilarious.
see his chin start trembling real fast and then tears is gonna drop. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right. So
number 2, I'd have to say I don't know. That's a good one.
oh, I got one.
Kevin Durant.
Woo.
Yeah.
He's gonna be yelling back. He's gonna be yelling back.
He's gonna be tweeting back from his shadow accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
He definitely is.
Oh shit.
Kevin Durant is a good one. Damn, I just had one in my mind, but you took me off with that Kevin Durant. So I had
LeBron
the Diddler, and then my third one. Third one is going to have to be worth it. And because I lived through these two guys, like as an adult, I don't know which one I need more. It's either George W. or Donald Trump.
They had a Donald Trump one. Yeah, new Donald Trump one.
Yeah, with like
after President
no,
Trump.
like with not like the one where he's like looking through the jokes and like, don't say that, you can't do that. Well, no. We need the no holds bar, and you can't proofread nothing. Nah. We need niggas like the welcome to the barbecue nigga. We need all type of like motherfuckers.
Like Don Terrio. Damn, I can see Don Terrio in a minute.
Don Terrio, Shane Gillis. We need everybody, that's what I want. Or George W. George W.
They roast him every fucking week on SNL.
Yeah, I know, but like he was on some bullshit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, because I just don't want it to all be black people that we roast.
Shout out to you if you didn't live through the George W. Bush era. Congratulations.
He's back on his ranch right now in Crawford, Texas.
How he ended up in Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, I don't know.
He beat Debo'd his way in that shit. Donald Trump got the George W. blueprint. The W.
Number 3 for me. Shit. I don't know. That's a rough one.
I got some honorable mentions. Vlad, Adam 22s.
Ice Cube. Yeah. I would want to see Ice Cube get roasted.
Who would be the hardest person you think it is to roast?
Obama.
Nah.
Yeah.
I can. Hey.
Aside from the way he talked.
If you go to old school 5150 shows with Corey Holcomb while Obama was president. Obama never got a break from Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, I think he'd be a hard one to roast. You?
Probably Mike Epps. Because then you'll just be laughing because he'll say something to get you to laugh and fuck your shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
My cousin saw Mike Epps in the this back when it was called the Fox Hills Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And
it ain't still called the Fox.
No, it's Westfields now. But anyway, for the Westfield Mall, Fox Hills, he said this was way back in the day after when Friday After Next, like a few years after Friday After Next came out, like right when About the Benjamins was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that nigga was just dancing, doing stupid shit in the mall with his uncle or his daddy. And then my cousin was like, "Who's this nigga? This nigga look familiar. And what is he doing?" So he walked up and he was like, "Oh shit, you the dude from the Friday movie, Day Day." He was like, "Well, ain't no fucking Day Day. I'm Mike Epps." And his daddy or his uncle was like, "Man, this nigga's stupid all the time." And he said some shit like, "We both stupid," and started dancing and shit. Like, Mike Epps is a fool, man. So I think that'll be hard to roast because you'll get up there and he'll say something to you. And you'll get the dying. Did you see where Mike Epps sat down with Deion Cole?
Nah.
Deion Cole got a little couch where he sit down and talk to people like comedians. When he sat down with Mike Epps was telling stories that should make you cry, but he's making shits funny. Like,
That's what
you know,
comedians
even
supposed to
he
do.
started to tear up.
Good comedians can do that.
Yeah, even Mike started to tear up on some of the stories he was telling. Like he couldn't hold it where the chin started shaking. And his chin started shaking. I was like, all right, Mike, hold it together. And then he brought it back to a joke, and it was funny. So that's another one y'all should go watch. Watch Deion Cole and Mike Epps on the couch.
Speaking of Mike Epps,
Pause.
this
That sounds crazy.
is
Deion Cole and Mike Epps on the couch.
Speaking of Mike Epps, is a perfect segue to the next topic. Mike Epps famously states all the time he never should have made it, but he did. He's not an educated man. He never finished school. There's a video going around where we have junior high kids struggling to read a sentence. Now, granted, a sentence doesn't really make sense, but it's two sentences, and they having a hard time with words like silhouette and extraordinary, and they just giving up. One of them said, "Hey, I don't know what this word is, bro." Anyway, and just went to the next shits. It's embarrassing. So my question to you is, where does this start at? Does it start with the parents or with the teachers?
Everything starts with the parents. I will not blame anything on teachers. Everything starts with the parents. The kids are a reflection of their parents. So because they're looking at you most of the time. They're with you most of the time. So they can only absorb what you put out to them. When kids say racist shit, they got it from their environment. And
Yeah,
the majority of your environment is going to be with your parents. Unless for some of you out there who are absentee parents that ship your kids off with the grandmama or granddaddy or aunts or aunties, you know who you are, then you maybe be able to be like, nah, I ain't teach them that. But it's still your fault because you didn't teach them. You weren't there to teach them. You neglected them. You let them go be with other people who's like, these ain't my fucking kids.
yeah,
And that's probably how they talk around them. So to me,
yeah.
it always goes back to the parents. It's never nobody else's fault.
I fully 100% agree with you. I don't blame teachers all the time. It is 10% the teacher's fault because not even their fault. It's the school system. I'll say the school system's fault. I'm not a teacher. I'm not an educator, but from what I hear and what I've read, there's some sort of mandate that they have to pass a certain amount of students, or they have to pass majority of students, or reflect poorly on the school if the teachers are failing the students, and then teachers are getting shit for failing the students or requesting further help because students are falling behind. And it's hard. Watching Abbott Elementary actually lets you in on a few things, like if a student is falling behind, but you have this curriculum and you have to keep up with this timeline because the students have to learn all this by this certain time period before the end of the school year. You can't pause the whole lesson for 2 days to help this one student catch more
Right.
algebra or help them learn how to read or write their name. And then the other thing is, like you were saying, it starts with the parents. You can't even sign your kid up for preschool until they're like 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole time they're learning off of a tablet. They're
But
not learning anything that they need to learn, which is
I don't mean to cut you off,
go
but
ahead.
unless just on that point where you can't sign them up, unless you got the cash to get them passed and you pay to put them in like a pre acceleration academy
Yeah,
where like they young and they
Head
learning their
Start.
ABCs, yeah, all
Yeah,
that
that's
type
what
of
I
stuff.
did. Head Start.
So
But yeah, it's not for everybody though, because it
yeah,
is like you said, it's something that you have to be willing to do as a parent.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you got to set the foundation for your kids. If your
Yeah,
kids see you as foundationless, baseless, then you know they're going to feel like if like even though if you tell them like you don't be like me, they're like, well, shit, you surviving with it, you
right.
ain't dead, you
You
doing
cool,
good. So if you want your kids to be more, you got to first be more. They're
or at least
always going to excel
show
you,
them that there's a way to be more,
right?
and that there's a way to do
Your
better.
kids is always going to excel you, whether it's negative or positive. So if you like one of the top liquor store hustlers, where you stand outside the liquor store and you get change, you get beer, or whatever it is you do, and that's what your kids see, just know that they gonna hit a level of the same aspirations you achieved, unless You know,
They might do it online, but
your
they
kids
still gonna be
especially.
panhandling.
But speaking of that learning thing, it's another thing too, because like you said, they get influenced by social media. Right now, when we grew up, our influences were our peers, the people we went to school with.
Yeah, stuff
Now,
we watched,
yeah, well,
like
not
on
necessarily.
TV. Just like, because I don't know about you, I had to watch like Bill Nye the Science Guy after school because I had to write like a report. It was like part of my homework, fourth grade. Mando report, right? What happened today on Bill Nye? She knows it's coming on, but it's forcing us to keep up with education after we get home.
Hmm.
So you rushing home so you can get your homework done. That instills a certain value because now you rush home to finish that work. You know
Right.
what I mean? Once you get out of school, it's easier to get it done. Now you got full free time the rest of your day and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for me, like we were heavily influenced by the people that was next to us. So it was like for us, it was really a peer thing. What they doing? They look at what we doing. And it was more like
And you
if
get judged.
yeah, judged by
Miss
each
Laura's
other.
son over there doing well. Why you
Yeah.
stupid?
No, not that.
Your
I'm
cousin be
I'm talking
clowning
about
the shit out you.
how we talk. Well, not like how we be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say your homeboy could go out past 8 and he at the basketball court, but your mom telling you gotta come in when the lights come on. But it's summertime and the sun don't go down till like 8, 9.
Mhm.
So it's like, man, you got to come in at 6 o'clock regardless, and
Because
the
you ain't
sun don't
built
go
up
down
that
8, 9.
trust.
So now you be like, man, I'm going out with the homies, man. Fuck that, they playing basketball. So now you sneaking out.
Mhm.
So in our day, you was heavily influenced by your peers. If all of them game banging, it's like I don't want to be the odd man out. So, but then it gravitated to the TV because I growing up for me in our generation, we weren't really TV guys.
Mhm.
We would if like our mom had to tell us to come inside. She never had to tell us to go outside.
Nah, we
Never.
needed. She used TV as a way to keep us inside because we was always outside, and it was dangerous outside. So she needed us to be in the house, and then she had to work, so she would be gone. So she really
Yeah,
needed us to be in the house. You
yeah.
know what I
Like
mean?
I
So
think my generation of kids were the last generation of basketball packs.
hmm.
I left.
No, we used
Uh,
to hoop as a unit. 5, 6 of us walking to the park, picking up each
okay.
homie on the way there.
Oh no, we
Everybody
was
stayed
like
on one
20,
block.
30 deep. When I
Nah,
say a pack,
we
I'm
can't
talking
roll
about.
that deep. That's how you get beat up.
Nah, you can't get
You
beat
get
up
shot
that
at.
deep.
You get shot at
You
like that.
definitely get shot at, but you're not gonna get beat up.
Shit, them grown ass niggas be outside. Oh, y'all little
I
niggas think
mean,
y'all
but
tough, huh?
the reason why we
And then you
roll
got that
like
one
that is
homie. Fuck
because
you, cousin. Fuck you, blood.
no, no,
It's always
no.
some bullshit. Like it's always one.
No, the reason why we
He's
roll
with the
like
homies,
that
but
is
he's
because
with the
if you roll,
bullshit.
think about it. If you roll that deep, it's gonna be one person that's family or friends with somebody that's fucking
In
with
the
you.
neighborhood, perhaps. But 20,
Even
30
when you
deep,
go out of bounds,
20,
that's
30 deep walking down the street is just asking for it.
well from the
I'll
police.
meet you niggas at the park.
From the police. No, so back in the day, you couldn't go 20, 30 deep down the street because the police would stop you and like, where are y'all going? Y'all supposed to be in school. So then we would have to split up and be like not even 5 deep, like 2, 3 deep, and the whole plan. Like we'll meet up at somewhere in the neighborhood or by the school and be like, "Yo, we going downtown to Lafayette Park," and we'll split up and go down there because we know if we going in packs, ain't no niggas gonna fuck with us. Some old people probably roll up on us like, "Ain't y'all supposed to be in school?" But 9 out of 10, the police will stop you and
Different times.
call the paddy wagon, put y'all niggas in the
Grown
car,
niggas, high school
and
niggas.
figure out where y'all's at.
Where y'all little niggas from? Y'all niggas got on y'all. Who got money?
Mhm.
What's wrong with y'all? It's rough times out in the streets. But yeah, so the education starts at home. Hopefully the parents see this and you remember that you can't give your kid a tablet to help them grow to be president one day.
And one more thing, just because y'all think somebody cool, don't mean they cool. For example, y'all might like Floyd Mayweather, Javante Tank Davis,
Niggas
NBA
can't read.
young boy, NBA young boy. Who else? Give me another one. They out here. Y'all be looking up to these dudes,
If you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, nigga.
right? So and they're successful. They mastered their craft. So if you don't want to read, if y'all don't want to read, master your craft. That's what you learn from Floyd Mayweather, Javante Tank Davis, and master your craft if you don't want to learn how to read.
All right, good topic, good segue actually. Again, to bring us to the next topic and the final topic, which is Mortal Kombat 2. Mastering your craft.
Let me go ahead and drink.
Ed Boon, what the fuck? You had one job, bro. Udo. And it wasn't acting in the fucking movie. What the fuck are you, Shyamalan? What's up with you? All you have to do is be a, what they call that shit when you stand out from the side? A consultant. A fucking consultant. You would have got a fat check.
Or a part of the steering committee. Steer it in the right direction.
Y'all know the story. WB already printed it out. It ain't got to go beat for beat.
All right. Before you go in, let's give a real review of Mortal Kombat.
So Mortal Kombat 2. So it starts off with Katana and her dad Jared. Now, if you know Mortal Kombat lore, you know what's about to happen before the conversation even finishes. You see it, you say, "Oh shit!" Now, what you think happens. Katana takes this ribbon off of him that for some reason he had. It didn't even go with his outfit. It was just some weird blue ribbon he was holding. She takes it. That's key for later. That's her MacGuffin.
Deus Ex Machina.
That part. Picks up with Katana training. Once again, the ribbon comes into play.
You have to wear the ribbon. Like if y'all see Seinfeld at the gay parade, they was pressing Kramer to wear the ribbon.
Which brings us to Jade. Jade is what is Jade? Black?
I guess.
Mexican? She's bald headed.
She basically looks like Willow Smith.
She looks like
one of the Smiths.
She looks like Devorah. If you played any of the other, if you played Mortal Kombat, she looked like Devorah.
You would get confused and think that's
if she didn't have a green stick and said, "My name's Jade," you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they dropped the little lure backed up, and then we head over to Johnny Cage. Now, Johnny Cage immediately. You seen what happens in the trailer? That's immediately what happens. He gets picked up by Raiden and Sonya. They take him back, introduce him to the squad, which is Liu Kang, Jax, and what's the fucking guy with the armor? Cole Young. So they're doing training. Everybody looks like, you know what I mean, they've grown into their own with their powers. It looks pretty good. Training looks good. And Johnny Cage takes off. He says, "I'm not trying to be part of this whole thing," after they give him the lore dump. Now, immediately after he leaves, he runs into Ed Boon at the bar, because I guess this is Ed's bar.
Toasties.
and immediately he gets transported out into a fight. They told him, "Hey, it don't matter if you're down with us or not. You've been chosen. You part of Earth Realm's fighters. You're going to have to fight." Which is a super weird-ass fucking thing. Because last time it was whoever had the dragon mark. And then you had to untap your power through the Arcana method. But now it's, hey, they want you to fight. Well, who the fuck is they and why do they want you to fight? But we'll get back to that.
Yeah. So, first it was the thing on the arm. Now there's like glowing.
We'll get back to that.
Challenge things in the sky.
Like Johnny Cage is getting ready to. No, he now has to fight Katana because she's on Outworld side, because it's Outworld getting ready for the tournament versus Earthrealm. So Katana versus Johnny Cage happens. Of course, Johnny Cage loses, but she doesn't kill him, even at the behest of Shao Kahn. She says no. She walks away. He gets transported back to Raiden's temple. Next fight begins. Jax fought Jade. That happened. There's really not much to talk about. And Sindel fights Sonya. Sonya wins. It was stupid. It almost looked like a WWE fight. And they did a huge injustice to Sindel. And then we go to Liu Kang. No, we go to Cole versus Shao Kahn. R.I.P. And then we go to Liu Kang versus Revenant Kung Lao, which we've seen in the trailers. We know how that ends because you've seen it in the trailers. And now everybody meets back up at Raiden's temple. I'm trying not to spoil anything because it's a little bitty things that happen in between. So long story short, they head over to find out how to get.
Just go ahead and spoil it, because I'm gonna spoil it when I talk about
Oh,
it.
and I don't want to
We
spoil
gave
it in
him-
the base review. I'm gonna
We
wait
gave
till we
him
get to the
time. The
spoilers.
movie came out Friday, right?
Yeah.
All right, we gave you. Y'all should have watched the movie by now if you weren't Kombat fans.
All right. Well, shit. Let's just
Let
get
me
to
let
it
me
then.
let me let me let me give you my spiel on how I felt about the movie.
Go
right?
ahead. Let's just do that.
Because Mortal Kombat 1, the first one that came out, it started out with a very good opening, introducing you to Scorpion and how and what Bihan did to Scorpion,
Yeah.
right? That sold the movie.
Yeah.
And it was the opening, so it was
And they
great.
released it, which was crazy because you just knew the rest of the movie was gonna be fucking
It
insane.
was great. It was great. And then as the movie went on, everything just went downhill until the last fight. We was like, we
Where
waited
Scorpion fights
all
Behind
this time
again.
Beyond Scorpion. The Cole Young Goro fight was trash. I don't even remember anything else in that movie besides Kano's jokes.
Kano's jokes.
Kano. So I think in the second film they was like, look, let's take everything good from Mortal Kombat 1, which I mentioned right there, and let's try to do it with part 2, which is like let's make dope fight scenes, and let's stick to the moves from the lore, and let's give a lot of fan service to it. So that's what I think about the movie. The movie is packed with fan service. So
Yeah.
when we saw it in the movie theater, I think that we were distracted off of the fanfare because they gave you the Shao Kahn moves, but he reminded me when we left the joint that he ain't do the spear. It was certain moves he didn't do. Like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
But I was distracted. Then
the hammer smash, the hammer throw.
The plan was to watch it again. Well, he did the hammer. It just didn't turn green. So the plan
Which is weird because he did the shoulder charge and it turned green.
Exactly. So the plan was for me to go ahead.
He throws fireballs. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I got you. I feel it too.
He's one of my favorite characters, and they just did a huge injustice.
So the plan was for me to go back and do a rewatch before we watch it again. I tried, you guys, and I couldn't do it. So for me, my take on Mortal Kombat, my elevator pitch to you guys right now is that if you're a very big Mortal Kombat fan, you'll like it the first time you see it. And because the bar is so low for the Mortal Kombat franchise. Now, I don't know the bar. This is going to be another question I'm going to ask you later.
Right.
The bar between the Mortal Kombat franchise and the Street Fighter franchise. Remind me of that.
Right.
But the bar is so low for the Mortal Kombat franchise is that by default, because they improved on what they did the last movie, is that, they made better action scenes. Well, they didn't make better action scenes. They made each action scene was pretty good. There were no action scenes that were like blah. In the first movie, the only 2 action scenes I can really remember is the first interaction with Bihan and Scorpion, and then the last fight where he's full Sub-Zero in the other joint. I do remember the Jax part only because they spammed that in the trailers, but I don't really remember the Jax fight. I do remember Bihan took Jack's arms, but I don't remember how it happened. So the Mortal Kombat first movie, the fights were lackluster, the story was lackluster, the set design was lackluster. So what they did is they probably gave the studio a little bit more money for the budget to get the fights and the sets better. And that's all they gave us. All they gave us.
Which pisses me off because the final fight, you could have had a brilliant fucking set. We have fucking hundreds of stages to choose from. And for some reason, we're fighting in a dark ass town. I don't know if that was, you know what I think it was. It was supposed to be a full circle moment. I think that was,
where Jared died.
Yeah, and Danny, and that was the town.
This is Mortal Kombat. We can't choose to be artsy fartsy now.
It was all dark and shit. Like
we don't even know that's that. If it was that, we don't even know because you knocked the statue down. The only landmark where we can identify what
we never got
place is.
Yeah, they just fall like in a random part in the town. Why not fight in that big empty ass space in the castle where they were at?
You should have said the port where the portals were Liu Kang. And
that would have been a good fight for them too.
For the last one.
Which is speaking of the last fight. It became a fucking 3-on-1. And Sonya sold. Like she got hit once, it was on the ground like she was in the WWE, just down looking up. And then she slow crawls.
But this is what I was saying. They did. Here's the thing.
Like,
Here's the thing. The first movie, the bad parts were pretty much everything besides those two fights and the CGI in those two fights. So what they did was they was like, let's increase the budget to spam that CGI and those fights throughout the movies, because that's what made the first movie okay. So they thought that was the recipe for success. But what I want to tell the
The
studios
plot
now
fell
is that
flat.
the story
Stupid.
was trash.
And it's going nowhere.
The
It's
story was
literally
trash.
going
The
nowhere.
story was trash.
Y'all made the tournament
The
seem
acting-
fucking stupid and worthless.
The acting was atrocious. So
Shout out to Carl Urban.
This is a segue. This is a segue. I was with my homegirl the other day, and she was like, "Let's watch Nemesis." So I was like,
Resident Evil?
No, it's a show on Netflix called
Oh.
Nemesis. So I put it on.
Look at
And
me.
it's Netflix attempt to do what 50 Cent does and what Power did, and what it's just get a gang of black people, UK dudes. Like, yeah, I put a lot of effort in that, mate. Like, I don't even know how to do that shit. Yeah, that shit was trash. But it's a gang of these dudes playing dudes from LA. So they spam LA street things. They went, the car wash down the street over here on Manchester. They showed a shot of that car wash. They show Crenshaw over there.
So yeah,
they show shots, and then they got
yeah.
all these UK dudes. Some dudes named Ian Yavin or some shit, like a black dudes named Ian. And
They probably
but
rented.
shout out to my boy Ian.
Did they rent the house on off of Vernon?
They
The
probably
Boys in the Hood house.
Yeah, they probably
the snowfall block.
Yeah, I did like the acting.
The baby boy shit.
Hey, this for all you. I'm a LA native. For all y'all people
Nigga,
out
we
there,
know where y'all at.
for all y'all people not from LA, because I know it's a lot of y'all in the UK, all that shit. I don't know where y'all at watching Nemesis, because that's the #1 trending show. We're gonna get back
On
to
what?
Mortal Kombat on Netflix. That's not us, man. You see how I'm talking? I don't got no Laker jersey on, and I don't look mean
You're
all
in
the
a
time.
Clippers shirt, and you always wear glasses.
I smile.
What the fuck was
We
that?
smile. Look, first of all, we in LA. I ain't seen nobody light up a blunt on the whole show. It's like Tyler Perry. It's like they told Tyler Perry to make a motherfucker. But anyway, back to Mortal Kombat. So the acting in Mortal Kombat felt to me like Nemesis. It was cringeworthy. But the good thing is that during the fight scenes, they really put a lot of money in studying the Mortal Kombat fight sequences and making choreography that didn't look too CGI. Besides the background, the two people fighting, it looked good.
Yeah.
When the two people, especially now.
Okay, disclaimer. I went to go see the movie. I saw the movie already on my phone, probably like 4 days before, because like I said, I have to see everything quickly because of my timeline is so fucking spoiler filled. So I saw the movie quick. I knew he wasn't trying to go see it at the time, so I had to go check it out solo. Cool beans. Now, when we went to the theater to see it, because I really wanted to go see it in IMAX, but we didn't get a chance. I popped a Molly before we went. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why you're so excited.
I caught a laughing fit halfway through it.
He was gushing. Hey, but to your defense, I'm gonna come to your defense. I'm gonna let you talk about Kano. I'm gonna let you talk about Kano, because Kano, I mean, the movie should be called Mortal Kombat Kano. Fuck that. This is
the way they did Kano was fucked up. He came in literally like probably about 45 minutes into the movie, and then they didn't give him the metal plate on his eye when they could have. They had Quan Chi out here looking weird as shit. He looked looked almost as bad as the dude on Mortal Kombat Conquest.
Hey, look.
And if you've never seen it, just YouTube, type in on YouTube Mortal Kombat Conquest, and when you see the title card for it, you'll know what I'm talking about. He looks weird as shit. Quan Chi, that is. So Kano, they removed his eye scars, but they left his laser eye. He had the best jokes in the movie. I'm mad that him and Carl Urban didn't go back and forth in the Cockney accent. That would have just made my day. But that's just 'cause I love how them people talk. But yeah, that was not a great movie. On the first watch, good shit.
Yeah, take a Molly too.
Second watch, you should take a Molly. Take a Molly, take some shots.
Kids, don't take a Molly.
If you're 18 and up, don't take them out.
I'll give you 25. You ain't lived enough at 18.
Hey, do what you gotta. I wasn't doing drugs when I was 18. I don't condone it. You know, your brain and chemicals aren't developed enough. Like, even to be drinking at 18, there's a reason why you got to be 21. Back then, you used to come from war. You know what I mean? So they used to give you a shot or something. But
Right. Hey, but before I forget, tell me what you think about motherfucking Quan Chi.
so Quan Chi was the biggest waste of space in the movie. But I feel like they're using him as a plot device for the next movie to build up Shinnok, which they should have done verbally with a lot more backstory and even maybe a flashback to show his relationship with Raiden instead of just saying that he's a big bad dude and he's so powerful that all we need is his trinket and we can go wreck shit. And the fact that his trinket made Shao Kahn invincible is fucking stupid because it makes the final fight pointless. What are we fighting him for? Like, for instance, when he had to fight Cole right after he gets his invincibility, you immediately know what's about to happen. It's Mortal Kombat. This nigga's ruthless and he's invincible. So it don't matter. But the Cole part is Cole would have killed him. Like, that's the fucking weird part. Cole got so good in between movies that he would have actually killed Shao Kahn if he didn't have his invincibility. And the fact that you just need the amulet imprints it on you and you get invincibility, why didn't he just tag everybody with the amulet? Maybe I gotta watch it again. But that the lore was so stupid. Shao Kahn and Quan Chi's relationship was it wasn't even on screen. They had no words on screen. He had more words with Katana, with Jade than anything. Jade was around everywhere. She was even talking to Shang Tsung, which was stupid too. Jade, you bitch you. So they have Jade pop up out of nowhere in another room because she's supposed to go retrieve the amulet from Noob Saibot, who was supposed to be retrieving the amulet for Quan Chi, who was supposed to be retrieving the amulet for Shao Kahn. Not Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn. But this is all Shang Tsung's plan. It's all fucking stupid. It's stupid as fuck.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm about
None of it makes
to
sense.
I'm about to cook
Speaking of
real
stupid,
quick.
all right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm about to cook real quick. This is because you was saying some shit and it just gave me an idea. I came up with a story concept right now
All right,
that will save the Mortal Kombat franchise.
all right, go.
Let's hear it. Number one, because in this movie you start introducing hourglasses and shit like that. Bring Chronica in the next movie and say, I don't like what's going on, and erase everything and start over, right? Now,
Okay, that's one way to do it. But then they're gonna have to introduce who Chronica is and so many backstories because
no, you don't.
Yeah, because
no,
of
no,
who
no,
she
hold on, no. Let me cook.
Go ahead.
Think about because I like you mentioned that because I was gonna bring this up towards the end and bring it full circle.
Okay.
But I like you mentioned that first because there's people out there. There's a lot of people that think like you. Think about how they slow jammed Thanos into it. They did that at the end, but bring her in the beginning. Now people are gonna start thinking like, who's Chronica? What's this going? Like, who's this person that reset time? This bald head bitch. Like, then they gonna start going to the Mortal Kombat YouTube videos. Niggas they gonna start talking about it, right?
And then it's gonna make the movies look. Go ahead. My bad.
You reset, right? And now because I'm gonna hit with the Revenant. And I'm gonna talk about the cyborgs. You reset now, right? Because you see Kano, because Mortal Kombat, I see y'all like to go with what's working. You need to figure out what was working now. All of that action choreography, the CGI you got going, and Kano and Carl Urban, they work, and the black guy for Jax. He works, the guy for Sub-Zero, the guy for Scorpion.
That nigga's never working again.
The guy for Sub-Zero, right?
Jax. Nah.
Yeah, he's never working again. But you can get any Negroid for Jax. Come get me. I'll work out for that. Anyway, but so you got what works, right? So now what you do is you got Chronica to reset everything. Now you tell this story. You got Kano. You do kind of the same way as the first story, not exactly the same way. You got Kano and what's that? Boss Lee's?
Yeah.
Oh, competition. Hey, so you got Kano with the Black Dragon, right? And you got Sonya with the army. let's say the army and the Black Dragons got like something that they got going on, and Sonya takes out the eye, and now you got Kano going to get the eye back through Black Dragon underworld contacts with the Netherrealm and all this shit that the army don't know about. And Jax and her go on special forces to go figure that out. They stumble upon some shit, right? And then they find Raiden. That's when Raiden get other Earth Realmers involved because he see how good they are, so he decided to get other Earth Realmers involved because like other Earth Realmers in terms of like Jackson Sonya. So he started looking. He get Striker. He get whoever, right? Because now he's trying to expand his roster because he knows about the Mortal Kombat. We ain't know about it. And this is after Chronica resets everything because she's the big villain. But now we got an underboss, which is these other guys, Shao Kahn. So when she's reset everything, she starts with the story that we got from Mortal Kombat 1 with Shang Tsung. She reset everything to Shang Tsung at the first joint. So now we got Shao Kahn who got killed by who fought Jared. So then after that, we segue after we got the setup with the good guys, we segue over there where we show Shao Kahn getting him and Jared getting in a fight, and Shang is his underling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now Shang Tsung, Jared and like Shao Kahn don't got the invincibility or invulnerability. So Shang Tsung double crossed him. So after he get into the brutal fight with Jared, because Jared got hands,
Mm-hmm.
he be out there. So then he be like, Shang Tsung, heal me. And then Shang Tsung be like, yes, boss. And then take his soul. Now Shang Tsung got control. Now we get Mortal Kombat 1 the way it's supposed to go. Raiden assembled the troops. You see where I'm going? And now we could do sort of like Marvel, where we can recast everybody. Because I like Cole Young as an actor, like whatever his name is.
He was a terrible fucking actor. What are you talking about?
In terms of being able to be an actual martial artist.
Oh yeah, he's a good martial artist. Yeah,
we can make him another character. He doesn't have to be Cole Young. Carl Urban doesn't have to be whoever
he could
the
be
fuck
Art.
He is. I like Carl Urban.
You remember Art from the first Mortal Kombat?
I like Carl Urban as Striker. I want Carl Urban as Striker. A UK police officer.
Yeah, I don't feel like he was a great Johnny Cage. He was a cool Carl Urban, but he wasn't a great Johnny Cage. He didn't give me that.
I think the guy that plays Cole.
Yeah,
I mean, like, yeah, get us another Johnny Cage. Give me
Joan McHale would actually be a pretty decent Johnny Cage.
I don't know who he is, but put his face
from
up.
Community.
We gonna put his face up when we edit.
From Community.
Can he do martial arts? Because we don't want him like it's Finn Jones from motherfucking Netflix's and Disney's now Iron Fist.
Oh. Well, I mean, even Matt Damon learned Jeet Kune Do for fucking The Bourne Identity.
That's cool, but Finn Jones is a guy that's like, we're gonna give you Iron Fist. In all martial arts lore, he's supposed to be the greatest martial arts guy of all times. And you got 3 seasons, my boy. What you about to go do? Oh, I'm about to go take my dog and go dive in the water and maybe go surf, eat some tacos.
So you're saying he should have been training?
That nigga didn't train a lick. He came to the thing like low key, like looking like me.
He was like, they got a stunt double for this shit.
He had a pot belly. That's
why they got stunt double, and he could wear a baggy monk shirt.
But then when they had him doing his scenes, you'll see him turn around like, martial arts. Like, no, man. No.
How to fix Mortal Kombat, in my eyes, is
no. Hold on, real quick. How do you like that story setup going forward?
I think it's brilliant. There's a few plot holes, but it's pretty brilliant.
Well, the point of the plot holes is so you can close those plot holes with future stories going forward. So,
no, that's not how you do that. that makes the movie unwatchable because then you're like, what the fuck is this about?
Because you question things and those questions get answered in another movie. You're thinking about a one and done. You're thinking about instant satisfaction.
No,
instant gratification.
I'm thinking as a movie viewer, I would like a complete movie.
Exactly.
I don't want a movie that's 90% done and I have to watch the other movie to get the other 10% to complete the story.
Exactly.
You're
looking at a movie viewer. I'm looking at a creator. So what I'm saying is I'm not gonna I got 90% of the story done, but I'm not giving you 90 in the first movie. I'm only giving you 33 in the third.
That's the problem. Give me 100%. Let me tell you what I want to see more of, and that's what you can add to the second movie. That's the problem with studios.
No, no,
They
no.
think they fucking know
I
everything.
think you.
Oh shit, son!
No, you good.
This
Keep
nigga
going.
just dropped
Cook,
the
cook.
weed.
They think they know
They think
everything.
they know everything. This nigga dropped the weed. They think they know everything. They don't know shit. The fans know, and that's the thing. We know what we want, and we told y'all, and that's why y'all are making this movie because we told y'all, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we did this or if we saw this. And once we start fan casting shit, that's when the studio start making shit.
But the
But
facts is the fans aren't unified in what they want.
we don't have to be. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, but you
We're
have
not
to.
Disney. We don't have to be fucking unified in
No, no,
one
no.
thought, one train.
Hold on. I tell you. I tell you what I'm saying by that.
We can do and think however we want, especially because there's so much lore and different angles of lore. Like for instance, Mortal Kombat came with a booklet for the first game that dropped so much lore on you. If you didn't have the booklet and you just had the game, you wouldn't know what the fuck any of these characters was doing. And then when you beat the game, it wouldn't matter to you. It was just a screensaver. I mean, text on
Like a
screen.
cool little story.
Well, it was text on the screen.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, after Scorpion win, he goes back to
Yeah,
the
none of that means anything to you
underworld and he resides on his throne of
unless you
flames.
watch, unless you had the booklet. Like Johnny Cage has a sister, and he had a whole wife. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot more lore in those booklets than just what was shown on screen from all the movies or even the games. So to my point is when I say the studio don't know shit, if you give us a full movie, just like with any show, in the first season, they give us the show as is, and then we let them know, oh, this is dope. We like to explore further into the further or into the deep, or just like how we did with Insidious. We want to know more about the further. That's where we went. We went further into the further with each movie, and we got to know more demons, and we got further into the further. We got to the red door and how to close the door, how to seal the door.
But that's what I'm saying. See, that's not an apples to apples comparison because Mortal Kombat already has, like you said, lore and a history of stuff that you're bringing from.
But they're not
So
following it though, so it
I
doesn't
know,
matter.
but that's the thing. You like it's a like this is what I'm hearing from fans, right? You guys want the studios to damn near go broke for a movie that you guys will barely come out to come and support
That's
based
just
on like
stupid.
how because there's a
Nah, that's not
conversation
true.
that my shout out to Master Nerdiverse. There is a thing called movies that are studio killers, and we talked about it on a few podcasts before, where Steven Spielberg actually talked about there are movies that are studio killers. You have to approach them the right way.
Why do you have to put so much money into these movies? Who said 500 million makes a blockbuster and that you're going to recoup that?
Let's go back to
You
the
can
P&L
do
statement because
less
we
money.
don't. Let's go back to the P&L statement because we're not there. We're not the guys at the top spending the money on all these pieces that got to come together to make a
And
movie.
that's the problem. The guys at the top are already spending that money on a daily basis. So when you spend that kind of money for the best stuff, you assume that spending that money means you're going to get the best stuff. If you spend $500 a night on a steak and you know that every time you eat that steak, it tastes like the first time you ate that steak, you're continuing to spend that. You got the money to do it. So
But
when it comes to a movie,
you
yeah,
gotta,
spending 500 million, if it's in
nah,
the bank, and I'm
nah.
gonna get
Let me do
a
this. Let me do
hundred
this
million
for you.
off that,
Let me do this for you.
easy.
I'm gonna give you a comparison right now. You could say you spend $500 right now or whatever budget you want on your studio session and your video session, and you could put out a song and a video. And no matter what the numbers are, the numbers going to be the numbers.
Uh-huh.
But in your mind, because you put the effort up, and imagine you as a studio guy, you going to feel like this is good shit. I don't know what nobody else is talking about. That's why there's a lot of people that save a lot of money and put it into like whatever they do online, and then they numbers be whatever the numbers be, and they be like, yo, we be cooking over here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like we just don't have whatever it is. Sometimes that's
It's
right.
just not good.
Sometimes I mean,
Sometimes
it's
it's
cool
just
to say
not
that,
good.
but what I'm
But you gotta
saying is,
admit when the product's not good. You can't say, "Oh, I
hold on,
spent
hold on,
500 on the studio, so it should be good. Y'all should like it."
see, hold on,
No,
hold on,
your
hold on.
shit's
See,
still
no,
trash.
no, no, no. You
You
have to
can't rap.
understand that. No, no. a lot of times, matter of fact, 100% of the time, I'm confident to say this, and me not being able to see the P&L statement, I'm confident in saying this, is the budget to market a film, to get it to where everybody's thinking about it, costs as much as making the film, if not more. You have to go the marketing dollars to push that film into everybody's eyesight. Think about the people that never play Mortal Kombat that need to go watch it. They just don't need the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans to watch it. They need the casuals to watch it, because the way the business works is we need to make money on this movie, and we need to make money from this movie to hold on to we need to make so much money from the first movie that it needs to make money to make the next movie 2 times bigger. So let's say we spend $1 billion on the first movie, then that means that we need to bring in at least $3 billion
to break even
on the first movie, because not only we need to break even, but we need to make the first movie again and put an equal amount of budget in it so we can break even. And that's not
if you make 3, they
think
gonna
about
give
it.
you 6.
Think about it. That's not investors getting their money back. That's just like that's them playing the long game, saying like, okay, the plan is we're gonna stretch this out into 3 movies, and by the time we get the third movie, we're gonna really get our money, because we got the return on investment the first movie, and we reinvested that for the second movie. So the third movie should be all our pockets because we ain't putting no money up.
But that's if you did your job with the first movie and then follow through with the second movie. See, the biggest mistake with these studios is you get double the budget and you spend double the fucking money like an idiot. Instead of getting double the budget, spending exactly what you spent on the first, or maybe a few more dollars just to tighten some shit up. And then you have all this recess money.
That's what they did in this movie. They spent a few more dollars to tighten some shit up.
But they didn't spend enough because the shit looks
exactly. So you're asking for
and then
more and more and more.
No, if you
no, you are, because you say you're looking for the perspective of the
no, I'm
consumer.
saying look. Like
no, listen. What I'm saying, you're not wrong as the consumer. I'm just here. I have to speak from the perspective
as the
business studio guy.
So as a studio guy perspective, I'm saying, listen, if you went out and spent double what you spent for the first movie instead of spending just a little bit more than you spent for the first movie, even though I gave you double the budget, you're fucking up, because your mindset is if I spend double, it's gonna be better. When in actuality is it's not how much you spend, it's what you spend it on.
I got you. Now watch this. Let's say I'm the studio and you said that to me right now. Guess what I'm gonna hit you with?
What?
The first movie was, I'm gonna let you know, the first movie was a direct-to-stream theater pairing where you can do both.
Which affected a lot of it, yeah.
Now, and I'm gonna tell you, and the first movie was cool, right?
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, this is our first time going at it, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we did some good things. Now, I'm gonna ask you, was the second movie better than the first movie? Don't think about if the movie was good or bad. Was the second movie better than the first movie, in your opinion? Because I think we spent a few more dollars to enhance some things.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the second movie than the first movie.
Okay, now that we got a little bit more money in our pocket and we increased the budget, and I'm one of the creative team, I'm talking to you. Watch what I do with this third movie. I gotta get the studios to trust me, bro. They just not gonna they just not gonna rain money down. They're not gonna give me whatever I want. I gotta get them to trust me. They're gonna tell me what they're gonna give me, and then I gotta produce with what they give me. And then when they give me more, because when they see the vision, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to show you the vision, they gotta see the vision. Watch what I do with this third movie. Watch how I cook. That's the idea of it.
High hopes by the third drop.
Here it is. Unless the person who is the main of the creative team, who has a passion for this stuff, like Dave Filoni, Kevin Feige, you know what I mean? Those people have a passion for what they're creating. Ed Boon is not. He's not the head of a studio.
Remember, yeah, he's the head of was it Acclaim transferred into Mortal Kombat studio?
Yeah, but that's not a movie production studio.
True.
So he doesn't have a budget there. He doesn't have a say. Unless Ed Boon is coming out of his own pocolas, then he needs to shut the fuck up and follow board of the main motherfuckers who's giving us the money.
It's sponsored by Reposado. As always.
And the main motherfuckers who's giving you the money, like Reposado, you could tell us what the fuck to do. We'll do whatever the fuck you tell us to do because you giving us the money. So Ed Boon, if Warner Brothers is giving you the fucking money and you got your writer team, they just telling you like, look, we got this budget for you. We need this back. I don't care how you do it. I don't even like that Mortal Kombat.
They already did it with. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I
Mortal
don't even
Kombat-
like that Mortal Kombat shit. We got a movie coming out right now called Acne versus Coyote that I swear to God is gonna get more money than whatever the fuck you talking about. So this is what you got, and you come back when you do something with it. You come back to us, and I don't care about nothing else you're talking about. You got this. Go ahead, go about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, come back to us. Then they looking at it like, okay, all right. They looking at the numbers like, okay, all right.
That's what I disappear with the check. Go do some shit.
You did something.
And come back.
All right.
I don't need no studio
we gonna
input.
we gonna increase your budget. We gonna increase your budget.
No studio input. Fuck out of here. You gave me the check and told me to fuck off, so
well,
I did that.
That's where we come to
Here's
a good
your
segue.
movie.
This is a good segue. I like where you said that because, in my opinion, the best Street Fighter movie of all time is
with Raul Julia.
No, with Ken. It only has Ken, Ryu, Akuma, Goken.
Assassin's Fist.
Assassin's Fist.
Yeah, that is an excellent movie.
Is clean
and it's available on YouTube. Go check it out
for free. Yeah. And it's like 2 hours long.
Street Fighter, it's broken up in episodes, but you can't catch the whole thing in its entirety.
It sets the bar so high for a Street Fighter story that Mortal Kombat
and it's YouTube made.
So like you said, like I agree with you. Like if you're some guys that, and this is where it comes on your individual creativity, that wasn't spanned with a lot of CGI. They found location, actors, and a great story, and they didn't
passion project.
But they made it the best
because it's a passion project.
Yeah, no, not all passion projects are the best.
This motherfucker with the calls while we're fucking recording every time.
This is one of our supporters, man.
Fuck out of here! We're fucking recording. My phone's on airplane.
We're probably outside. That's why. Game about to come on, so we gotta like. Anyway, but like you're right. Passion products make the best story. But depending on what you're making, you can't.
Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat.
So yeah. So the bar is so high for Street Fighter. Because the first Mortal Kombat was great.
Yeah.
I would give that equal to Assassin's Fist. The first Street Fighter is the greatest cringeworthy film ever created.
Equal to Mortal Kombat 2.
Did you like the gate?
Yeah.
He got a key. But
equal to Mortal Kombat 2. Street Fighter 1, Mortal Kombat 2. Same playing field.
If you ask me right now which one would I rather watch? Exactly. I would watch that just because I may be able to like
change the channel. It's quotable. That movie is fucking stupid.
Hey, but you know what I think?
Too bad you will die.
The bar is so low for Street Fighter. I think they're gonna lean into that and they're trying to make this movie more cringy than the first one.
I would hope not. I think that honestly feel like they're trying to introduce as many characters as possible because they're on Mortal Kombat 3, so they feel like by Mortal Kombat 3.
You mean Street Fighter?
Oh, there's Street Fighter movie? Oh, I thought you were still talking about
Street Fighter.
I
said Street Fighter's trying to.
Are you talking about Street Fighter? Currently?
Yeah, I'm talking about this Street Fighter movie coming out.
I think they're trying to go the opposite direction. It feels like the people who directed One Piece on Netflix made this shit. That's what it looks like. It looks like One Piece.
I can't. I never watched One Piece. I can't watch the
like
animation. I can't watch live action.
It looks like live action One Piece Netflix. For real. Just from seeing the trailers.
You know, I'm gonna watch the episode. I think
you just threw a fireball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, but and for so your overall review of Mortal Kombat is on now in retrospective a scale of let's be generous. Let's do a 1 through 5. 5 being the highest.
I give it a 3.5. 3.5. It's pretty solid. It's a solid movie. He fell asleep on the rewatch, he said, but I've watched it twice already, and I didn't fall asleep. Well, granted, I was on Molly the second time, but I'll watch it again. I mean, eventually.
I'm giving it a 2. And this is a pun. This is a triple entendre, quadruple entendre. There's more reason why. I'm giving it a 2.
Mortal Kombat 2
because one reason I'm giving you 3 reasons right now. Well, no, it hit on 2 elements. They gave you fanfare and they gave you great fight scenes.
If you want a girl power movie, it's another one of those.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Yeah, it is. Jade had to jump in to help them fucking defeat the amulet, and then Katana was the only one that could defeat Shao Kahn.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. I remember.
That's why Jade ended up in another room, because she had to jump in. She jumped in
I
out
know
of nowhere,
they tried to make it like
and then
that.
she just popped in wherever they were fighting at. Remember, they fell
What
way
I'm
fuck
saying,
down.
yeah,
And then she
you're
came
right. No, what I'm saying, you're right. That's what they tried to do. But trust me, when you guys watch it, you won't remember that. So I'm giving it a 2 because they were good in 2 elements. Like I said, I'm giving also a 2 because on a scale of 5, it's only a 2. And I'm also giving it a 2 because we could chuck it to deuce. So those are the 3 things right
We will
there.
see you later.
You know, and when I say chuck it to deuce, bring Chronica in and let's reset it because that's the only way to fix it.
Nah, if they go and do the Deadly
Goro's dead.
Deadly Alliance for the next movie would fix it.
We don't even got cyborgs and we already got
Shao Kahn's dead.
revenants. Yeah, Shao Kahn's dead.
So but Shao Kahn
we
being
can't
dead,
go forward with this Quan Chi. I don't care. But that's all I'm saying. We can't go forward with this Quan Chi. If you have this Quan Chi in the next movie, I'm done. I'm not even watching it on streaming. I don't want to see him ever again. Quan Chi is my favorite character.
Kato was roasting the fuck out of him, and I loved every minute of it.
Because he was like a bloat from London, even England. He was nah, man. I don't like this Quan Chi.
And you know what that means? It's shot time. It's shot time. It's shot time.
R.I.P. Quan Chi, man. Let's get a new one, please, Chronica.
You know Brock Lesnar came back?
No,
he retired at WrestleMania. This nigga came back last night.
You gotta get a couple more dollars, man.
I think he's just doing it so he can fight at Clash in Italy. It's a big paycheck. Mm-hmm. By the way, Drake dropped 3 albums. They were all trash. Okay. Trash, well, man. I like Too Hard for the Radio though. That shit goes.
I legitimately tried to listen and I can't do it.
Trash,
he told
man.
me the first album is the best, and if I can't get through the first, how am I gonna get through 43 songs? It's impossible.
Slow ass shit.
Yeah, no, it's impossible. And I tried, Drake. I tried for you. You see me. I'm repping where I'm from.
Ain't nobody know what happened.
I wouldn't be biased. I tried for you, but not like us.
It sucks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be finished with.
None of them shits are good.
Yeah, bro.
But cheers to you, bro. Congratulations.
R.I.P. Drake.
Shout out to Chris Brown for dropping a new album. That shit hit.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna listen.
Brown, that shit goes.
I'm gonna listen.
It's called Brown. That shit goes. He trying to be on this Thriller shit.
He better not have said Bobby Brown. I'd be like, yo, that's what you're doing now? We on the Bobby Brown now?
He was on Bobby Brown for a minute, I think. He had the Bobby Brown jaw going for a cool minute.
The Bobby Brown the hair on?
Yeah, he had the Bobby Brown jaw going for a minute. He got super skinny. He was sucked in. You gotta watch his Breakfast Club interview, bro.
All right. R.I.P. Chris. R.I.P. Chris Brown.
Nah, he's straight. Bro, been doing this shit. He's straight.
Nah, that's
you can't look.
No, you don't get it, man. That's 5:20 in the morning, man. I hope they watch one day. They gonna laugh.
This has been a 2-shot review. Thank you for coming through. We're finna get into this playoffs, which we'll talk about.
Oh, here's another one. I put the deuce up because there's more coming too.
Playoffs in the next episode. Because the Clippers got put out and the Lakers got put out. So, yeah.
So, LA is watching.
For the West. The Spurs better do their one too. Because
Hello.
LA, we go straight down to Texas.
Okay, well. You going with the Spurs?
Yeah. That was double entendre for you.
Damn. For me, I'm so much of a Clipper fan. I don't care as long as the champions come out of the Western Conference. And I say that because that means that if the champion is in the West, that means the best teams are in the West and the Clippers are in the West. Also, the Lakers are in the West. So, and the West right now in basketball is the toughest conference. The East is kind of like, whatever.
Boy, that game last night was something incredible.
Also, right now,
double overtime.
Oh no, we don't need to talk about what's happening right now because right now it's not gonna be when
it's been another 2-shot review. Appreciate y'all. Till next time.
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This